I'ma gotta get it.
Good afternoon, G's. Yes, sir.
I'ma gotta get it.
Yes, sir. It's a pleasure. It's good to see you guys. It's good to see you guys. Hope you guys are doing well. What's happening? What's happening? What's going on with gold today? Huh? What's going to happen with the news in like 6 minutes from now? We're going to talk about that. We have the initial jobless claims coming up. We're pulling back, right? Kind of like expected. We had that consolidation, the expansion, now the retracement. We're in the retracement phase. This is the moment of truth, ladies and gentlemen. Moment of truth. Let's put on a nice tune as always. Shout out to the fam. Shout out to you guys being here. Absolute pleasure hosting you guys in the beautiful summer days. Okay. If you are new and if you're not new and if you're semi-new, smash that like button, man. Smash that like button. And let's do some magic like yesterday, all right? Let's make it happen. Cool. You guys are all G's. We know that. The big G's in the building as well. Jolene, Grant, Goldfinger. Nice name. Lorenzo Corrado, what's up? Hey, Mike. How you doing, man? Raylia, what news today? The initial jobless claims, the unemployment claims is coming up very soon. And Sako, South Africa in the building. Hassin, Adrian, Atomic, Dominic, Vicky. Wow, damn, Vicky. How you doing, Vicky? Maria, Murillo, Mariana, Balen, the market expert. Sia, Pavel. Dark, yes. Okay, the guys are back. The guys are here. Good to see you, man. Good to see you all. All right, let's talk about gold right now at the moment. Like I said yesterday, gold is becoming more and more interesting. Finally, starting to like what I see here. Okay, very good stuff. Okay, let's talk about it. Yesterday, of course, we had the CPI, right? We saw that major dump. We did exactly what we wanted it to see. We wanted to get these buy stops activated yesterday. Price shooting up and then reversing down, right? Coming down all the way towards the lows of 24.75, all right? That's where we came into. And then during the market open, we just smashed bullish. We became bullish. We started to trend upwards during Asia, during London, and ever since the New York as well. Right now, currently, we have been just pushing before the news. Okay, that's always very, very interesting to see that happening before the news. Of course, the Asian session very slow, creeping up. London as well. Now you see that New York is really going for it, right? It's going for that expansion at the moment. I'm looking specifically at the futures chart as well. If you look at the futures chart, you look at the CFD spot chart, you can see right now that we're already creeping towards the high. So we're a little bit higher on the spot chart at this particular moment. Okay, the futures chart is slightly lagging, all right, but it's still important to take in consideration. I quickly want to lead you to the book map as well. I think it's important. You saw yesterday that these orders were placed, right, and price stepped into these orders and it flipped bearish. Okay, right now you can see that around the 2508 we have a bunch of orders. It's actually a massive order, right? 125. Really big placement right there at around the 25.8. Everything else has been taken already, so we're creeping towards that level, creeping towards the 2400 or 2508 on the futures chart, which is where we are almost. We're almost there, right? We're almost there. We're actually tapping into it practically right now at this particular moment. We're very, very, very close. So that's initially what's happening currently. Keep in mind that yesterday, of course, with the CPI, right, we talked about all the fundamentals in general, right? We talked about why we think that gold might come down in September. All right, the question is now, will August be the catalyst of that, or will August first still set a high before a potential move down in September? We talked about all the fundamentals. We went really deep yesterday, and there are still a couple more things that I would like to show you guys today that you could take in consideration. Some homework that you can utilize for later on after the stream, something that you can practice. Okay, and it has to do with the CUT data once again, something very interesting to take in consideration. Okay, now overall you have this consolidation, you had that manipulation here, you swiped the highs, right? So also take in consideration that practically all the people that were long yesterday, right? All these buy stops that were placed right there. We saw that yesterday. If you do remember it, type in a yes in the chat if you were there yesterday. If you saw, these highs getting triggered, right? That these orders getting triggered, price reversing down. We do have to take in consideration that the buyers that stepped into this level right there are now still trapped, right? If they're not already liquidated, right? The question is, there are always guys holding on to their major positions right there. Are there a lot of trapped buyers there? If that's the case, then that's of course an area of interest right there, right? Automatically, that's an area of interest, right? If price pulls back, that what do a lot of people buy, or a lot of guys do that buy their positions here. When it's starting to creep up, they started to close their positions, of course, on break even, or maybe even in a small loss, right? Or maybe they're very stubborn and maybe they just wait and sit out their position. But it's an important high because this is where we have seen most of these trapped players, right? Most of these trapped buyers being stuck in their positions right now. Still, currently, even though we have been trending up right now at this particular moment. Secondary, right? The dollar has been losing its momentum. Dollar is coming down right now. We have news in 1 minute. Okay, think about this, right? Dollar reaches that critical level of support right now. The question is, are we going to bounce from this support? And if we bounce from this support and gold is in that resistance, we talked about the fixed POC. Is there a chance that these buyers will stay trapped and we're just going to roll over? We're just going to take out these highs. Look at that. You see all these orders right now? They're gone. They're taken out. Okay, orders taken out. That's the question. All right, right before the news. Couldn't be more perfect, by the way, right? Taking these orders, stepping into these highs right now. Is there a chance that gold will start pushing down from here? That's what we are trying to figure out. Is there a chance that gold will potentially come down from this particular level? Is there a chance? Is there an opportunity? All right, that's the question for today. Right now at the moment, I still aim for potential sells. I do think that, you know, invalidations are above the highs, and this is what we're going to see right now. Is this the moment of truth for the dollar? Is the dollar going to flip? Is the dollar going to hold that support? Yes, it seems like the dollar first of all now is hold that support, unless we're going to flip bearish again. Okay, the outcome is bullish for the dollar. Okay, bullish for the dollar. So yes, that fixed POC level, ladies and gentlemen, that fixed POC level was indeed that level that we talked about right here. Okay, so gold right now at the moment is coming down from that fixed POC. You see that rejection point currently sitting at the 2506. We talked about this yesterday. Who was there yesterday on stream? Who remembers what we were talking about specifically about potentially, right? Potential scenario of that consolidation, that expansion, that retracement, and then potentially that continuation down. That's what we are trying to figure out. Is there potential for gold to come down here from that moment, leave these buyers trapped, and continue to come down back towards the initial lows from, you know, Asia, London, and so on and so on, right? Take out London lows, take out the Asian lows, whatever the case may be. That's what we're trying to figure out. The dollar is holding that support currently, okay? So this is, of course, a very critical moment for gold to see what is actually currently happening here. After we tapped into these orders, man, the timing was actually really crazy. Is that enough for price now to pull back down here? I do see that potential. I do see that potential. Think about this. The 4-hour candle right now has no bottom wick either. We still have around a hour and a half though for this future chart, for this future 4-hour candle to close. Okay, so keep in mind that this might be potentially indeed the short-term top for gold, and that we roll over. We were waiting for that yesterday, waiting for that retracement, and you know, leaving these buyers trapped from yesterday, and then looking for that continuation. So I'm only interested in sells, like I said beforehand, guys, yesterday already, you know, from any of these particular levels. And you can see that the fixed POC, right, is one of these levels. This is LTA Concepts. This is what we utilize all the time here. All right, the fixed POC and the fixed value area low, these critical key levels whenever we see a range here. Okay, so the way you can call it as well, if you are new to LTA Concepts, you have to understand that we work with volume profiles, we work with structure, and this is usually what we're looking out for. Okay, so you can now go to page number 38. Download the ebook if you are new. Okay, page number 38, right there at this particular moment. Okay, the fixed profiles, the consolidation, expansion, retracement. We talked about it yesterday. We showed it yesterday. This is what we want to see, right? You come down, you break down, you pull back, and you start continuing down. You start continuing its momentum to the downside right here. Okay, placing that initial trade setup right there, either a limit order, okay, to then looking for continuation down, or an EM3, which is a scaling entry. Okay, we can look into that in a second as well here, but that's what we're looking at. It's even better if you trap buyers beforehand. So if you manipulate the highs and then aggressively come down to then retrace, slowly creeping up during the Asia and London session, yeah, then you're gonna get something like that. Then you're gonna get something that looks like this rejection play when these orders were perfectly triggered at the 2508 right here. Okay, so that's cool. I remain for now slightly more on the bearish side. Of course, there is no reason for price, in my opinion, to come back up, and if it does come back up, then it is what it is, man. It's just a very tricky chart right now. It is summer, anything is possible, but you know, you have to play the probability game. There is no other way around it. Okay, so really following the processes here is critical, and the 4-hour candle closure is critical. Most importantly, the 4-hour flip is absolutely critical. Okay, you can see it right now, right? The 4-hour had no bottom wick. You are gonna see this 1 hour and 25-minute closure right now at this particular moment as well. Okay, so it's very important to see how we, of course, close now the next candles. But overall, you know, I like I said before, if we pull back, I'm going to look for shorts. I'm going to take short trades from that exact, you know, initial level here. Now the dollar in this case tapped into that zone here, whatever this is like an area of demand, right? Pulling back into that zone. We work with horizontal support and resistance or supply and demand on the baskets. All right, this is how we kind of utilize it. We work with both. We have not really a preference, you know, between supply and demand and between support and resistance right now at this particular moment. But once again, of course, this is very good for the dollar. The fact that we are tapping into it, you know, like I said, we work with the baskets. You can see that sometimes we use the support and resistance levels, and sometimes we simply use supply and demand, and sometimes we use both. Sometimes you just combine support and resistance with supply and demand right there. Okay, that's the way to look out for these particular zones. So anything in particular in regards to trades right now for gold makes, in my opinion, of course, the most sense. There's nothing else that I would look for right now until further continuation, right? Makes sense, right? Especially when you see all these stars aligning, right? Dollar creeping down all day. You know, very slow dollar, right? During the Asian session and London session, tapping into that support while creeping down. Then the news comes out bullish, and then we kind of flip bearish, right? The 4-hour candle was a very forced move towards the upside as well here. So I have been already looking for my entries, of course, and I highly recommend you to to evolve to see what we can do here on the lower time frames once we start breaking the lows. The only thing is now that the 15-minute has no top wick either. But again, at the same time, you know, the 4-hour has always the priority over the 15-minute candle, right? Makes a lot of sense. Okay, we are still, of course, in our GBP cat trade from 2 days ago. Of course, we're taking this challenge right here. We said we're going to do a challenge for you guys right now at the moment. Of course, we have that gold trade that we were talking about taking as well when we pull back. That's also another layer right here. Also, another potential trade you can take in consideration as well. I mean, it's pretty straightforward, man. It's straightforward math work. I'm going to take you to all the fundamentals. We're going to make it easy for you to understand the fundamentals and why and how you can align fundamentals with, of course, also technicals as well, right? Because most traders start out with the technicals and then they feel that the fundamentals are one of the hardest things to, you know, to take in consideration, right? The hardest things to look at. Because it's very complicated. What do you need to look at? How does it work? What is now truly, what does truly matter when understanding fundamentals as well here? Well, let's give some education today as well. Let's talk about this. So what is it doing? Like I said, I was already planning of taking a trade here from the fixed POC yesterday. Consolidation expansion trades with continuation. That just got triggered right now. The question is now, can we look for new entries? Can we scale up our position? All right, that's what we're looking for right now here. Can we look for further continuation plays towards the downside when we get that extra confirmation? Instead of just a set and forget, are there ways where we could scale into our position as well here? Okay, that's what it is. That's what it is. That's what we're looking for. All right, very, very critical stuff. In my opinion, there's no need to come back right now at the moment. Okay. And the reason why I'm bearish on gold is I talked about it yesterday for so long. I said, guys, there's so many signs here why we are bearish, why we are potentially bearish on gold. Okay. And, you know, we talked about that swipe, that higher low, that lower high, and then that potential follow through here. We talked about all of these things, right? And this is what we're doing here. We're trying to really elevate your game right now. At the moment, we really want to take you to the next level in trading. On the streams, I really want to step the game up here and increase your overall understanding of the markets. Being patient and understand that quality over quantity truly matters. Quality over quantity is, in my opinion, absolutely crucial. Absolutely crucial. Okay. If you are ready for the new stage, man, where we're going to step up our game and we become actually really good traders, and we're actually going to look for our A+ setups and actually are going to improve. And then let's type in a yes, G's. Let's type in a yes. It's starting to look very nice here. In regards to the GBP CAD, all right, we talked about this trade yesterday here. Man, you need your patience. We need your patience. We had that set and forget initial trade setup. Okay. This is what we were waiting for, right? We were waiting for the British pound to stay in that rejection mode here. The only thing, and we talked about this yesterday, the only thing that will happen, the only thing that will increase the chance of of the British pound coming down and getting rejected here is if the dollar starts moving up. That's the only way we will be able to survive this trade. If price would come up, we will manually close the trade with a minimum loss regardless. So that initial set and forget approach was great. But look at that now. Now we have the possibility of the Canadian dollar pushing up, the British pound getting rejected as long as the dollar stays strong. And this looks like a strong dollar. This looks like a fantastic bottom, all right? A higher low and then a higher high breakout. So if the dollar continues its momentum towards the upside here, we're heading in towards the Thursday, right? Think about that. We had the opening price of the week. We have been coming down all day. We're now in a Thursday. Is that reversal day? Question mark. Might be the reversal day, right? If that's the case, then this is the exact right moment for gold right now to take in consideration. Okay, very, very crucial. And there we go, man. There we go. Super critical stuff. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna scale in, and that's the plan here. So limit orders, like we said yesterday, set and forget. It's all about now scaling, right? Is there a chance that we can scale in? And I tell you why I'm willing to scale into the position if we get the confirmation here. Maybe this hourly candle comes back to break even, whatever the case may be. We cannot really control that shit, right? But what we can control is something else, and that is closures, candle closures, internal confirmations. Dollar remains strong on the lower time frame, internal confirmation from the dollar, and then looking for another push towards the downside. So of course we're not going to leave these sellers, or sorry, these buyers from the CPI, right? We're not going to give these guys a free pass. We're not going to give these guys a free pass. No way. These guys are trapped now, right? We said yesterday we're not going to take a trade because we couldn't take a trade, because where are we going to put our stop loss? Let's say price shoots up and it creates like a massive wick and you're in all-time high territory. Like, where are you going to put your stop loss? If you're going to place a sell limit here, I mean, it would have been the best trade, but where are you going to put your stop loss? There is nothing to put your stop loss here. You need to put it there, there, there. Nobody knows because it's in all-time high territory, right? Very complicated. So now we have that consolidation, manipulation, then that expansion, that retracement. Now that continuation, now you can start looking for safe sells right here. This is where price becomes much more relevant, right? And now you see on the futures chart that the 4-hour candle starts flipping bearish as well. And the daily candle is not looking that strong either, okay? So is the weekly candle, by the way. So is the weekly candle, not looking that strong either when you look at it from that angle. So a daily flip might be very appealing, might be very interesting. Just keep a very close eye on this push down, because this could be the start of a run down. I mean, I'm not a wizard. I cannot predict and time the market always perfectly. But what I can use are fundamentals. And fundamentals are, in my opinion, critical to take in consideration, okay? That's why I think it's an absolute, it's crucial. It's crucial to look at. Check gold, no futures. It's the same, right? Same thing right now at the moment. 4-hour flip, rejection from display, the manipulation of the highs, and a reversal. There's nothing different around futures now. Nothing different around the futures at this particular moment and spot here, okay? It's the same exact zone. The only difference was that we came out slightly higher with the key level in particular, okay? But it's the same thing, right? The fixed POC at 2466 was that same level, right? That same exact level right there, okay? So that's kind of what you are looking out for, right? That understanding of gold breaking highs, breaking lows, continuing up, continuing down. And you know, the best thing you can do is to put your stop on break even if you took that trade. And if you are patient, we might get into a new trade right here as well, right? And if you break even on our position, then we might look for re-entries, or there must be a very strong reason for price to pull back up towards that level. And if that's the case, we'll figure it out. But I'm not going to take profits now. I'm not going to be too greedy, because I am looking at the bigger picture. It's the bigger picture. It's a little bit of a longer trade that if we hold this trade here and we actually come down and we actually dump, you know, the potential is just so big that it's worth it. It's worth it to stay in position. It's worth it to potentially hold on to the position here. In this case, I'm not saying this all the time, but in this case, I would say yes, it is worth it. And the reason why I think it's worth it is because you are topping out here. Okay. Now, in regards to this initial, let me see here, we had that entry there. Stop loss was above. In regards to that initial layer, right? So that initial reaction. Why do I think that gold's coming down here? Why am I bearish on gold? Well, there are a lot of reasons why I'm bearish. Okay, number one, retail is extremely bullish. Okay, and I give you that indicator. It's a free indicator that you can use. It's, oh wow, already 590 people. That's a lot in one day. Look at that. Retail is now 69% bullish on gold. Okay, 70% bullish on gold. I mean, is that a good thing or is that a bad sign? Is it a good sign that retail now is 70% bullish on gold? That's something that you have to answer yourself. Yes or no? What do you guys think? Is it usually good if retail is extremely bullish? Or is it better if retail is bearish? Let me know. Let me know. Okay. You can get this indicator for free. You can go into our Discord. You can get into the LTA indicator section right there, and you can click on TradingView script, and you can get access to it for free. Okay. It shows you the updated information of all the Forex pairs, indices, and commodity pairs. Okay. You can get this stuff. You can see exactly what retail is doing. And usually what we're looking for is, of course, to trade against retail, because usually retail is on the wrong side. And this is not just the sentiment, right? We're not talking about my FX book here. We're not talking about the market sentiment. Okay. So if you go to sentiment here, you can look at gold. Let's see where gold is at yeah. Okay. Well, gold is 63% short, 37% long. Now we're talking specifically about the futures chart, okay? About the positions, all right? The unreportable positions, which are non-declared positions. Every position in the futures market, because futures is a heavily regulated industry, all the positions need to be declared, okay? And large speculators have to do this every single week. The commercials have to do it every single week. The only guys that don't have to do it are retail traders. They don't have to file in a form, all right, and connect their account and show what kind of positions they're owning, right, and holding. That's the unreportable, non-reported, okay? That's retail. So 70% bullish on retail, and now we're topping out here. It's not a good sign here. Now look at this. This is the CUT data, and it shows you the amount of long contracts and short contracts that are getting closed every single week. Okay, and I want to take you to today, the last filing, which is the 9th of August. Okay, you can see that the 9th of August, in this case, right here, if you look at gold in particular, we had 15,000 long contracts closed and 7,000 short contracts closed. What does that mean, again, according to you? What do you think it means? I would love to hear it in the chat. Okay. By the way, if you stick to the end, we're gonna do a giveaway, man. We're gonna give away a funded challenge account from Funded Next. So if you guys are interested in potentially winning a funded challenge account, then stick till the end of the stream. Then we're gonna do our giveaway for our funded challenge. Okay. Looking forward to see if we can pass it. It'll be awesome. Okay. I'm doing the same thing on the side as well. All right. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to that. Okay. By the way, I'm also doing a Top Step challenge. We're scaling up. We're getting more of these 50K accounts. We're just testing Top Step. I've never worked with Top Step before. Same thing. We are currently sitting at around, I need to see it right now, 52.7. 52.7. All right. Let me see it right there. 52.7. We need to get to this level at 2482 to pass it. To pass this futures account as well here. Okay, I'm playing around with futures a little bit. Looking very interesting, man. So if you pass this challenge, guys, you guys know as well the top step. I've never worked with the top step before, so I'm just testing it out. I have no idea. Yeah, of course, you cannot take the good trades that I'm looking for when I'm, you know, actually set and forget here, but it's still very interesting. So we might pass this one as well. That would be awesome. It's connected to another one. And yeah, we're taking it slow. Like I said before, even if you have the money, you don't need to go all in. Just take it slow. See how the platform works. You know, be more conservative, get some social proof, some proof, and then work it out later. Okay. But anyways, what does it mean? Let me know here in the chat. Adrian says TP hit so long contracts closed. Correct. That's something that I'm interested in indeed. That's something that is important to mention. Okay. Long contracts closed. 15,000 contracts closed. Last fighting. Okay. While price is moving up, right? While price is moving up, you have to understand the technicals as well. Price is moving up. Long contracts are getting closed. Okay. Profit taking. Profit taking. Let's go to the 2nd of August. 28,000 contracts closed. Only 1,700 short contracts closed. Price was moving up. That's interesting. 26th of July. 8,000 contracts closed. 3,700 long contracts opened. Short contracts opened. 19th of July. 46,000 long contracts closed. So what are large speculators doing now? Large speculators are closing their positions. Large speculators are right now currently closing their positions. Right? The commercial, these are actually the utility guys, right? These are actually guys that are hedging themselves. They own gold. They're in the gold business. They manipulate the gold price by far the best because they're in the gold business. Right? They know exactly how to manipulate gold as the commercial. So commercial is extremely bearish. Large speculators were bullish, are closing their positions while we are moving up. So all this way when we came up here, like on the bigger scale, profit taking, profit taking, profit taking, profit taking. Does this indicate a bearish reversal potentially? I don't know. We're now topping out, right? We're in that major resistance. We talked about this already previously. Now let's look at the seasonality one more time for the guys that were not here yesterday. September, last 10 years, 91% bearish. 91% bearish. Okay, that's very interesting. Okay, so there was not a single bullish closure in the last 10 years in September. Markets are seasonal, man. Take that in consideration. Markets are seasonal. Okay, the only positive year was in 2016, 0.32%. Wow. Wow. That's bullish. Very bearish, right? So what you need to do is you need to go and backtest August, September. What happened every single year in the last 10 years and how this price moved downwards came to conclusion. That's what you need to figure out. You need to put some work in, G. You need to put some work in if you want to step up your game. You are going to backtest every August and September over the last 10 years, and you are going to look for reversals in the market, reversals or continuations in the market. Maybe August is the catalyst of September. That's what I'm betting on. That's what I'm trying to figure out right now, okay? Well, very important. Seasonality is absolutely king. Retail is bullish. Large speculators are closing their positions right now. And at the same time, from the CPI yesterday, buyers got trapped quite heavily. Buyers got trapped. Price is moving down. Price is moving up. Tapped into our fixed POC. You could find it on page number 42. The fixed profiles, right? Download the ebook. You can find it all there. It's free. It's 74 pages big. It's practically in there. Our second edition, right? Our second version ebook will be correlations, will be fundamentals. It will be all integrated. It will be a free ebook as well. It will be probably twice as big as this one. And you are going to get this completely for free. Yes, sounds like a plan. I think so. If you like that, smash up the like buttons. I would appreciate that, man. I would appreciate that. Thanks very much. That's the thought process, okay? So what does need to happen in order for gold to come down? Dollar needs to keep moving. Dollar needs to stay strong. Dollar needs to start pushing further to the upside. The dollar needs to start going and going and going and going. Dollar needs to actually show us a reversal. Does this look like a reversal? It looks pretty good to me, man. I mean, it looks pretty good to me. It looks pretty good to me. Dollar needs to push up. That's the only way I could see gold pushing down here. We have this hourly closure in around 5 minutes. It's going to be a very important closure for the dollar right here. Okay. And for gold, by the way, that 1 hour closure is, of course, very critical, right? The last 5 minutes, the Asian lows are taken out right now. If you are in a position and you are in a sell and you are a short-term holder and not a long-term holder or a medium-term holder, then of course, the Asian lows are a major TP point, right? Just so you know, that's where you are right now, the 24.85. I think that's still important to mention, all right? I think that's most definitely critical. Let me show you something more, okay? There's something else that I need to talk about, and that is the following. There is one more layer, which is critical, and that is the valuation. This is what we call the valuation, okay? And you understand that gold is correlated, right? You understand that gold is correlated with silver, right? You understand that gold is correlated with platinum. Gold is correlated with palladium. Why is that? Well, precious metals are correlated. Okay? In essence, precious metals are always correlated. Okay? So let's say gold is dropping, most likely, right? Most likely, silver will follow up, right? Silver will follow up, platinum will follow up, palladium will follow up. They're all facing difficulties when that's happening. You can see it. Palladium down, platinum down, silver down, gold down, right? So what you need to focus on is how overvalued are you against them, okay? And you can see based upon all these critical indicators we're currently developing, okay? You can see that we're super overvalued against silver and platinum to be exact, okay? So when you're overvalued, price tends to rebalance itself. It's kind of like an elastic band that you pull out bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger, and then it snaps and it pulls back. Commodities are rebalancing themselves. And why is this? This is because people are taking profits from one commodity, putting it into another one, and just moving money around, right? So when things are overvalued against each other or undervalued against each other, then you can take that extremely serious, because this is going to be, you know, something that you can utilize. So when we're undervalued, you can see it. We're creating a bottom, right? It shows that we're undervalued. When we're undervalued here, we still went up. Now we're at overvalued. Now we're looking overvalued. Now we're looking potentially at a potential flip here. We see that right there, overvalued against silver. We started pushing down again. This push down was 6%, 7% push down. Now it's a big move. Same for this one. We started to become overvalued. Same for this move. We came down. We started the short-term downtrend, 11% move to the downside. All right, so we're also overvalued against silver. We have all these factors aligning for a gold short. And that's why I believe that this move might be a move to really take into consideration. How was your days in Bali today, Lorenzo? My days are great in Bali, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. I am, just working and boxing. Working and boxing, all right? But man, shout out to LTA Concepts, baby. Okay? Fixed POC. If you read the ebook, you know exactly what this trade was about, right? Consolidation, expansion, retrace, continuation to the downside right there. Okay, what are re-entries? We're going to talk about re-entries when price closes. All right, so when price actually closes hourly candle, we know, okay, we have closed massively below. And congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. Press a little W in the chat for us passing this top step evaluation. Okay, we gained our 6% target on our accounts, 2 accounts. Okay, we're testing out our top step thing as well here. We're doing a lot of prop firms now. The reason why is I want to create more credibility in this space. I'm going to be honest with you. I've been only trading with live funds. Okay. I want to start going into the prop firm space right now. And I want to get this thing off the roof. I want to do this live, of course, I want to just lead you through it as like a journal, okay? Of course, I'm taking trades outside the stream with the prop firms, but I'm but it's a live journal, right? It's a live journal that I would like to lead you into. So one is for the next FTMO, and then of course this one as well here. We are going to give away for the next account challenge at the end of the stream. So if you stick to the end of the stream, we're going to give away some challenge and maybe some extra group. That would be awesome, okay? Big shout out to Fun Next. The reason why I like Fun Next so much is because we have so much proof from the community that this shit is working very well, that they've been stepping up. They're now probably the number 2 biggest prop firm in the space. So that's massive right there, okay? A guy got a 54,000 payout. It's pretty nuts, right? Pretty nuts. Certificates coming in here. So yes, this is what you can win later today, okay? You have to sign up though. Make sure you sign up to the link. It's in the chat here if you want to get funded. If you want to buy a bigger challenge yourself, you can click on the link right here and you type in the code Limitless8, okay? So when you sign up, you need to sign up first. Regardless if you win, you need to sign up as well. If you want to be handed over a free giveaway, of course. If you win the giveaway, you know, we are, you need to have your account set, okay? You need to have your account. That's it. Yeah, man. Let's see. Top step. Let's get Fun Next also sorted. Question mark is this the chance of a potential real clean reversal? Yes or no? Is this what's going to happen right now? That's what we're trying to figure out. Is this officially a reversal play? Are we going to potentially get into a complete reversal for gold here? I mean, you have to start somewhere, and the best position is top, of course, if that's the case. But we'll figure out. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll see how that goes here. We're waiting for this candle. This hourly closure is done. The 4-hour closure is done on the one chart, but not on the futures chart. This is in order, by far the most important 4-hour closure, right? So if you're gonna get this 4-hour closure on futures, it's very bad. It's very bearish. It's very bearish for gold. That's yeah, that's for sure. That's for sure. So I want to do a quick shout out to the group, all right, to our private community right now. These guys have been absolutely killing it over the last weeks, and you know, I'm super happy with the guys passing the test. We are giving away our own certificates these days. That's how we roll. We're giving away our Limitless Trading Academy diploma. Okay, so if you do the test and you complete the test, you get a diploma and you get a new role next to your name. That's G shit. That's G shit right there. All right, just so you know, we have 2 tests. This is the next one. Look at that stamp and everything. Wow. Looks amazing. Anyways, Riza, my first trade after joining LTA. Can somebody confirm if this is the correct setup? I'm in the right path. I swept on the swing POC. Took a trade entry model 1. Yes, this was an entry model 1 throughout Asian session. We anticipated the pullback, so it's a legitimate trade. On which time frame did you took the entry model 1? I think it was on the 1 hour, correct? On the 1 hour time frame. Anyways, good trade. I hope you took profits around that level. I think you did, so congratulations. It's a beautiful trade, my friend. Welcome, by the way. Yeah, looking very, very good. Very, very nice. Okay, looking amazing. All right. Also, for the guys that are winning hard, okay, like I said before, if you win, then write down why. Don't be a guy that just posts the win to show off to the other guys in the group. It's not gonna work. Okay, it's not gonna work. I mean, it's cool that you win a trade, but it's not gonna work. What matters is that you understand the process and you understand why you're taking trades. And if you can write it down, you rewire your own brain, right? You rewire your brain and you help other people. So it's a win-win for everyone. All right. So I see guys doing it now. Tony, great stuff. You took the same trade. I think a lot of guys took that exact trade in the group, in the trading floor. Potentially as well here. 2 wavy from the Nasdaq yesterday. Anti-model 3 clean. Jonathan, shout out to Jonathan, man. Fantastic stuff. Keep it up, keep it up, keep it up. Okay. Junior, my friend, a little bit more. Okay. A little bit more explanation of the trade here. It's cool. Congratulations. I need to see a little bit more. All right. It's very important. Okay. Absolutely critical. Absolutely critical. Yeah. For the rest, a big shout out to everyone in the trading floor right now.
My Vantage is still blocked.
Yeah, man. 6 people streaming on a day-to-day basis here. It's a fun environment, jeez. It's a fun environment. Marie says, bro, really building an empire? Yes, thank you, man. Thank you. We're stepping up our game. That's it. Lorenzo, you know all the accounts in Vantage, even live accounts. What you think about that? Is it true or false? It's completely legitimate. We have been working with them for a while, and most importantly, we have seen guys getting paid from them, right? I'm following the same process right now as well. So yeah, they have a payout guarantee currently. So even if if you followed all the rules, but you were like, let's say, too aggressive in your trading, because a lot of guys are super aggressive traders. These are not the traders that you want, right? Also in your group, let's be honest. What's happening with these guys? They still get their payout. They still get their first payout. But what I always recommend, if you are a prop firm trader, nice and easy. Take it nice and slow, man. I'm in this trade now for 2 days. I expect price to come down towards the lows here. That's a 5% trade, right? A 5-6% trade. It's not that hard. Just be patient, set and forget, and give it time. Give it time. What do you mean by aggressive trader? Yeah, there are some guys that are going 10 lots, 10 lots, 10 lots, and they're stacking their positions, right? Like 6, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 positions at the same time. I'm talking about that. So, these guys are getting quickly to their payout. They're making a big payout, and then, that's not sustainable, right? It's not going to be sustainable. So that's why. Yeah. IOP says, W man, learned for you an asset, the retail sales gold and GU sales paid off. Exact entry on gold SUG. Yeah, it's just about the understanding of this is, I think, the most beautiful thing from yesterday. We have the fundamentals already in our mind. So we are already kind of biased, right? That's the idea. We're already biased. We just need to time the market. That's it. We just need to time the market. And the only way to time the market is by looking at structure and stuff. And this was my favorite way of looking at the market right there, right? We talked about this before the stream, or during the stream, before the stream as well. In London session, I talked about it. In our group, in the trading floor, in our VIP, we said, buyers are trapped. The buyers are trapped. And if the buyers are trapped, then they're not going to get a free pass. The chance is very small. They are not going to get a free pass. And that's the main reason. So a set and forget approach to the market, once again, is critical. And the fundamentals are definitely a key factor to take consideration. Yeah. So I think we're done here, G's. We're done with Top Step right now. Let's see how that goes. A little bit different approach for Top Step. Of course, you cannot hold your trades overnight. So, I mean, you have to play it on a day-to-day basis. But I have some ideas. Might introduce it to you as well if you trade futures. Could be interesting. Anyways, if you are interested in getting this CUT data and you want to see where people are long or short in, like on a day-to-day basis, then download this free indicator It's very easy to add on. You simply go to the LTA indicator section. You click on the link. It takes you to the website of TradingView. You put it as favorites. And then once you have it as favorites, it will pop up right there. You go there and you go to favorites, and then you can click on your indicator. Okay. We are in development right now on major indicators. Okay. Major indicators. So we're building some fundamental indicators right now. We're building a lot of fundamental processes right now. And we want to make fundamentals easy for you. That's our goal with this. So we're actually interested in starting our new business. It's a software business that we are developing right now. It's all built around proprietary fundamental indicators, which are gonna potentially help you tremendously with decision making. Getting biased in the market before trading. I'm telling you, it has been a game changer, an absolute game changer for me. When are you gonna take some profits? I will take some profits when the New York opens up. The New York Stock Exchange opens up. Yeah, somewhere around this time, I will start looking for some profit taking, especially after this 300 pip move. It's a 300 pip move, right? Yeah, for sure. And I can always come back and look for a scale into my position here. Use my profits, scale in, and then come back down here. Something like that. I think a pullback is mandatory, especially because we're reaching this range. And we have been coming down now around, 340 pips, man. 340 pips. So, of course, we have to think about taking some profits in this particular range because we're heading in towards this again. We talked about this last time as well. We're reaching that zone, that range right here. Okay. So if you pull back, you can scale in, use your profits, scale in, set your stop above, use the profits to scale in, and just do the same thing. And now you are potentially in a bigger position over time. So it's playing around now. Now it's the management game, the trade management game. So how much do you think is nice to take out? 25, 30%. $25 to 30%. I would say 30%. 27.5, whatever. Done. Okay, so TP1 there, for sure. Right now, at the moment, way further down today. Not all the way there, way further down. Because we're looking at a bigger play. That's it. We're looking at a bigger play. And we just take this in consideration because of the US Open. A 240 pip move to the downside and the US Open. I mean, we might expect a retracement right now, right? And when you retrace and we want to look for re-entries, then you want to make sure that you have taken out some profits now. Yeah. At the same time, if you open up the session breaks indicator, we are very close to the Sunday Open as well. And, also the previous Sunday Open, right? We are, currently around the previous Sunday Open here, and the hourly candle, is an important factor. We did close below it, so that's very good though. That's very good. The Sunday Open is next, of course. The opening price of the week is right here. So if you want to take profits, then this is definitely the moment to do so. If you want to scale into your trade, wait for price to pull back. We will most likely see this happening here in a couple or in an hour or something. Let's see if price pushes back aggressively. The reason why is US Open now, right? US Open is one layer. And the second layer is that breakdown, right? The breakdown back into this previous range. So this was the range that caused the high, right? We came up to expand. So this is where that expansion came from. It's that, you know, move, that base, that move. Now you're pulling back. So of course you're gonna react from this level, and the timing thing is important. And that's kind of the US Open now. So yeah, do take that in consideration. So trade played out perfectly. We talked about this yesterday, guys. And of course, yesterday we were really looking for that positioning there. This was not the move I was looking for, right? Obviously not. This was not a retracement. This is the retracement. This was the retracement we were looking for. And this just made the most sense right now at this particular moment. There we go. You're already pulling back. Right, that's not really a surprise at this particular moment. The dollar is still strong, but it is slowing down. The dollar is starting to slow down. Okay, beautiful move from the dollar, but it is definitely slowing down. But we took out 30%, and we're gonna stack our position if that pullback is legitimate. All right. It's about scaling our position. Are there potential scenarios where we could scale into our position? Yes or no? That's what we're trying to figure out. And for the GBP CAD, we're holding that support here, man. It's getting a little bit annoying, to be honest. But yeah, trust the process. Trust the process. Oil is also pumping, nice. Yeah, so we're bullish on oil. If the Canadian dollar pumps, the oil pumps, right? We talked about that. If the Canadian dollar pumps, then oil also pumps as well here. So yeah, oil looks probably very good right now. Yeah, oil looks very good right now for sure, man. Yeah. Are you not supposed to close trades on daily when trading a proprietary challenge? No, you can. You can do it definitely, but I'm still impressed with the daily. If you look at the daily time frame, you see it's definitely looking on the weaker side here. We're slowing down. We have been trending down here, right? We are getting rejected, and we're not looking that strong. We're not looking that strong. We are not looking that strong, in particular, if you look at it from that angle as well. So I trust the process, man. I think that there are chances that we could definitely push down. Yeah. Yeah. How much are you risking? 2%, 2.5%, 2.5%. Sorry, it's on the. It's a 4-hour play, right? It's a daily play. So we might hold this trade for a week, right? And then you think, oh, full week. Well, if this plays out, right, we're up 1%. If this plays out, right, and you get to your target, you know, you get another 6%, 5%, right? So you're up 6% in a week. And you think, oh, that's like crazy. But this is the thought process of swing trading when you look at the higher time frame. If this trade does come down here, right? And next 7 days we start coming down and we have that fundamental bias. We talked about that. Then suddenly, you know, getting or being up 6% with zero drawdown, right? In a week is fantastic. So sometimes the bigger picture is what we need to look at as well when we are especially doing challenges and looking at prop firms, right? When we're trading on our own accounts, we can play around a little bit. Like we can be a little bit more, you know, aggressive sometimes. We can do a lot more, but when it comes down to prop firm challenges, I'm very strict with my setups, and I'm leaning more towards the 4-hour time frame. Yeah. Hey Lorenzo, did you took the coffee trade you were talking about in the group? That's a good point. So we're not ready yet. We're getting very close now. We're getting very, very close towards coffee. I do like it. If you start breaking down, then yeah, I do see the potential for a trade here. But we're really patient with this pair. But yeah, I remain bearish as well. I remain bearish on coffee as well. Yeah, yeah. Personal question: what was the decision to move to Bali? Number one, the markets. We are, man, trust me, we come to life in the evening, man. Me and my business partner, we only come, like, we are really productive in the evening. So that's one layer. So I already needed to, in terms of time zone, I already needed to be somewhere where I could be in the markets when it's either late afternoon or evening. So London Open is at 3 p.m. New York Open is at 8 p.m. For me personally, for my type, it's the sweet spot. So I needed to choose, right? I could choose between Singapore, which is nice, but I don't want to lock myself up in a room all the time either. So I had to make a decision there. Then we had Bali, right? Of course, and you have, you know, the sun every day, the pools, beautiful weather, whatever the case may be. Still building my own office, making sure everything is good. But most importantly, what I really love about Bali now are the health and wellness. The health and wellness industry in Bali is absolutely next level. If you want to, you know, work on your health and you want to go into the gyms, there's like an area in Bali where you have like 20 gyms, 20 health centers, you know, eye spots. You can do whatever you want, man. IV drips with all the vitamins, you name it, it's all there. So for me, it seemed the best, it was just the best decision to just build the business here. Yes, I'm on the charts every day. I'm here streaming every day. But when I'm out and I'm on a different planet, man. If I talk to you guys, I'm in the financial sector. When I leave my home, I'm in a different world. I'm in a different world. So yeah, that's it. And boxing, man. Boxing. A lot of boxing here. Lorenzo, what's up, brother? I'm thinking of taking a 25k funded next challenge. How many percent do you think it is ideal to go with on a single entry? It depends on your time frame, depends on your approach to the markets. I really suggest to start zooming out, be more patient and go to the higher time frame, but that's my suggestion. I think that 1 to 2% per trade is fantastic. 2% per trade is, in my opinion, fantastic if you know what you're doing. Right? If you know exactly what the reason is why you enter. And yeah, give it breathing room, man. Let price develop. Let price develop and let it do its thing. Get to these higher time frame structures, swing highs and swing lows. There's always something to trade there. Quality over quantity, my friend. Okay. I take around 2% per trade personally. And if I do not have all my confluences, so if my confluences are, let's say, 70%, I take 1%. So I have A setups and B setups. I still want to take my B setups. I just risk less. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go, right? We're heading into the US Open, and what's happening? Price is pushing back. We took out all the lows here. That's also critical, right? We took out the lows. So of course, price is pulling back, right? So that's kind of not really a surprise. So we want to make sure that yeah, we're obviously not going to go to our entry. That's one layer. We do have our fixed failure low as well, by the way. Our fixed failure low is right there. This could definitely help us with some support as well. All right. So if you go to the 5-minute time frame, let's see what we have here. Somewhere up there, 25.55. Yeah. Yeah, waiting for pullback. Kind of anticipated a pullback. Yeah. Hi, Lorenzo. Love and respect for what you're doing here. Thanks. Why Bali over Bangkok? I came to Bali 5 years ago. I met a lot of friends. That's just how it went. I decided to stick around. You have these like digital nomads, right? A lot of guys that are digital nomads, right? These are guys that come with their laptop. They make a couple $1,000s a month and they start working in Bali remotely, which is a pretty smart decision. If you are able to do that, you can do that. We are much more based here. So we are much more, you know, developed here. We have our network here. We have our business set up here. We have like a lot of things structured here. We are now sponsoring our gym, right? We are now the proud sponsor of one of our gyms where we are training. We are sponsoring professional boxers, and you know, the Limitless logo, right? Our brand is coming up everywhere. So no, man, we're doing a lot of things. Also, we're trying to give back to the community here. And man, after everything is set up, and I'm just gonna focus on swing trading in the future, I'm gonna travel around. It's time to travel around, right? We've been grinding our ass off for years, so now it's time to enjoy also at some point outside of Bali as well. Can't complain regardless. Are there a lot of opportunities in personal trading? I mean, there's a lot of competition. A lot of competition, a lot of influencers. You know how it goes, right? A lot of influencers fighting for their spot. So yeah, when it comes down to the the fitness industry, it's a lot of competition. My heart almost done, Lorenzo. It can't come back and then break even. I mean, that's how we take profits, right? We take profits, but we do take our position very serious, right? Like we are biased in the market, and if we are biased in the market, then we stick to our bias in the market. And so far, our bias have been playing out perfectly. So yeah, I mean, we could come back up. I mean, I'm not saying we can't, and that's why we take profits. That's why we take profits. That's it. But to now think about closing our full position and then, you know, potentially seeing the opportunity of price continuing its momentum down when you're in the top of the range, right? When the daily candle is flipping, reflipping by the way right now, but you know, of course it's worth it, man. Of course it's worth it to take the position. We went through all the fundamentals and the reason why we think that we are bearish. If price now comes back again, then yeah, we can always look for re-entries as well. No problem. But profit taking was a must around this level. After taking out the lows, of course. So yeah, what are we gonna do with the combine? I don't know. We'll see how fun our top step is. I mean, we just passed it, so we're gonna figure it out. We're just gonna figure it out. I have to come up with a game plan. No idea. But to be honest, my priority is fun at next. My priority is the bigger account. My priority is getting funded on these multiple accounts on the side, you know, besides our personal account or bigger account, all that stuff. More credibility, right? That's what we need. More credibility. And if I can do it, you can do it. That's it. You can definitely do it. Type in a yes if you are confident enough in yourself to become a profitable trader. Type in a big fat ass yes. If you have the capabilities, okay? You need that confidence, G's. Not too confident. You need confidence though. You need that you need that spark. You need that energy. You need that will to drive, to be there every single day, to get to the charts every single day. And of course I get it. Right? The bigger players in the game that I know, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, the biggest players that I know are all swing traders. They're all swing traders. But what they don't tell you, and this is critical, what these guys are not telling you is that they all started out as day traders. And why did they start out as day traders? Exposure. A lot of exposure to the markets, a lot of trades in their database, a lot of experience with candles, with wicks, with structure, a lot of trades taken on the lower time frames before they moved up to the higher time frame, right? You don't want to sit in front of your computer watching the screens for 10, 20, 30, 40 years, right? You want to gain as much experience right now to then elevate yourself, to set yourself free. In the end, it's all about freedom. Now it's not about freedom for you. Now it's about gathering the information. Now it's about executing and getting smarter with structure, understanding it. Get familiar with fundamentals. Get familiar with the industry, okay? But the goal is to get to the higher time frames. The goal is to get more to like a set and forget approach over time, because I think it will give you a much better life. And that's where we're working towards to. That's where I'm even working towards to right now, right? And that's why you have to lead by example. But understand that what you're doing is perfect. You're doing it perfect, all right? You are setting in trades, you're getting into the markets, you're gaining experience. Don't be so obsessed with making money. Don't be so obsessed with you know, having that vision of turning your $100 account into a $100,000 account. Forget about that shit, man. Just work on yourself, get exposure. Once you have the exposure, start thinking outside of the box. Start educating yourself. Start understand why price is moving a direction, right? We can talk about liquidity endlessly and how the markets are driven by liquidity, or we take some fundamental things in perspective. And the question is, do fundamentals really work? Fundamentals really, really, really work. Of course, fundamentals do really work, right? Absolutely critical. However, fundamentals are extremely complicated for most people because they don't know what to look for. Do I need to type in on Google, do I need to do this? Do I need to type in gold news? And then I get a bunch of bullcrap on Google, right? Do I need to look at the economic data? And I need to understand what the GDP does and the CPI does and how that affects the market. Maybe a little bit, but that's not what I'm talking about in fundamentals here, okay? There is much more when it comes down to fundamentals, to things that are actually driving the market in that manner, right? That's what we need to work on. That's what we need to talk about. Roseanne says, I prefer swing trades. Nice, I agree. Jante says, yes, somehow, sometime I will be financially free and stress-free. That's it, man. Stress. You don't have to be stress-free yet. Stress is good. Sometimes. You need some pressure in your life. We all do. We all do. We don't want to get too lazy, man. We need a little bit of pressure. Right? Why is it always that when you're almost broke and you know that you have to pay the bills next month, and I've been there, why is it always that the moment you're almost there, you're looking at your account balance and you're budgeting everything and you're thinking, okay, shit, I need to pay this and this and this. Maybe you're in a family, you pay for your family. Maybe you're responsible for your family. Maybe you are by yourself, right? You don't have, as a woman, a man behind you, supporting you, or nobody supporting you, right? How is it that you always make it happen? at the end of the month? Why is it that you still pull it off? It's all in there, man. It's all in there. So you need to use that exact energy and you project that into your day-to-day life when you don't need the money, when you don't need the success. All right? That's when you implement it. That's what is going to generate results. Don't wait for the pressure to come. Create the pressure. Where's that sound? Where's that sound? You need that pressure, G's. You need that pressure to step up your game.
Hey. Yeah, let's see how you do under pressure. Oh. Yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me,
Sounds not yet, no.
Let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. Baby, I'm not one of them, you should try on it. Miss me with all that, I'm on it and next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure.
Okay. Just a little motivation, man. A little bit of motivation. You know how it goes, right? You need to step up your game, G. I'm stepping up mine. When I feel that sometimes things are not really running smooth, I always come back twice as strong. Twice as strong. Always. That's how we meant to be. Okay? Anyways, we're going to do our giveaway in a second, I think, already. I think that's the best way to do it here. Let's do it in like 30 minutes. We're going to do our Fun at Next giveaway. We want to give away a challenge. Let's see what we can do here, man. Yes, sir. 25k account. Yes, sir. Yes, correct. 25,000. A good start, right? It's about you getting access to it. It's about you learning the process. That's all that matters. Beautiful. And then we might give away access to our private group as well, right? We want to get some guys in our trading floor right now at the moment. We want you to trade with us throughout the whole day. That's where the magic happens, right? We want to get you involved as well in that matter. Okay, so the dollar is slowing down, of course, slightly now. This is kind of an important moment. We had just the US open. Okay, indices pushing up. Pushing down, pushing up, pushing down. Gold is holding up very well. A lot of demand for gold still. Might be slowing down a little bit. Let's see. Anyways, I'll make sure I attend most of your streams for the quality speech that you just gave now, apart from your profits. I feel that it's more important. Thank you, man. For always inspiring. Thank you. Appreciate the message. Jolene, I saw your gold trade earlier on the trading floor. Yeah, shout out to Jolene, man. Jolene started streaming Let's see what she's up to, man. Let's see what she's doing right now. Ah, okay, she's already done, I think. She probably took the same trade. Yeah, Marco, Germany 30. Because he's German. From the fixed very low. Yeah, keep it up, guys. Well done, man. Keep it up, man. Everything is going perfect. I'm very proud of you guys. Keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, keep it up. Keep it up. Keep it up. Mike, yeah, we spoke to Mike yesterday or 2 days ago on stream. This is how you experience a trade. This is how you explain a trade. This is how you do it, man. Absolutely fantastic. We are releasing our new fundamental indicators very soon. That's gonna be awesome. We're releasing a bunch of them right now. You should already have the COT data indicator. You should have this one currently. So it's important. It's gonna help you tremendously here. But man, this is was a beautiful trading idea. Good afternoon, everyone. I want to share a setup and further sneak peek into the new tools we are testing. Take your time to go over the charts and let me know what you think. The pair is the euro against the British pound. Charts euro GBP. Futures is euro FX. Futures is British pound. All the major news is now released for the GBP, and compared to the news, euro GBP is much more favorable. The weekly time frame euro GBP from this week, bullish move from the euro, has no bottom wick. You can also see that this correlates with the futures chart. COT data shows a neutral balance at present. When looking back, you can see this pattern. Large speculators are incredibly bullish and the opposite for commercials. At present, we can see this occurring again, and the seasonal forecaster output it into the 4 years. The seasonal forecasting tool, indeed. I've put it for 4 years, aligns perfectly with this data. I believe this will be a large move. Euro GBP shorts. Makes sense, makes sense, makes sense looking at it right now. What happened? Nice, G, welcome, good job, good job, good job, good job, good trade. Beautiful explanation. That's how we do it, man. You mix fundamentals with LTA and you create magic. Fantastic, Mike. Incredible. Okay, we're getting rejected once again. In the size of candle now. In the size of candle closure. Let's see how we close it. The idea is, of course, that you come up higher, right? You want to see price moving up a bit further, or it can tank. I would not be not happy with that either, to be honest. But if you want to scale in, we want to look at higher targets. So of course we want to get it towards the 2460, 2459, 2460. Yeah. Let's see what the chat is saying. Does Funded Next scale past accounts? No. This is 200k up to 300k. Yeah. $300,000 is, I believe, the limit. Yeah. That's why. Absolutely. Evander says another great sell at previous high. Yeah, potentially. If we start ranging and we start just creating this high, this lower low, lower high, lower low, and then we start pushing up again, then yeah. Of course. Definitely. Yeah. Viva says I scaled in on silver because the retracement was up to 100%. Yeah, well, what's gold gonna do? Well, gold right now will be a decision maker. What's gonna happen now first is this. The dollar is gonna come back down. That's what I believe. The dollar is gonna tap into this level. Okay. That means that we could find its potential support here. If the dollar finds its support here and it holds support here, somewhat in this range, let's say, okay, and we hold that support and we continue to drive up, then gold remains weak, and then gold will potentially come further to the downside, right? That's the thought process behind it. The idea is that when the dollar pushes down, that gold comes up, and you start looking for new entries. Once again, you start looking for the highs to then look for further continuation towards the downside. That's the ideal case scenario. But yeah, for now, gold seems to be coming down while the dollar is coming down as well. So yeah, the dollar is going to find its support very soon. Yeah. In the meantime, guys, what do you need to do in order to join our giveaways today? Well, you need to, number one, subscribe to this channel. You need to like this this stream. Of course. We have 1,500 people watching. We have 500 likes. We need to get these likes up. Follow your boy on Instagram. Okay, follow your boy on Instagram if you have the time as well. Then do it, because we'll send you a DM. All right, I'll send you a DM. We started our new account. We'll send you a DM. Cool. Sounds like a plan. Sounds like a plan to me. Okay. My goal is to really start elevating your overall understanding of the markets a little bit more. We have been really tunnel visioned for a long time on streams. I think it was a necessity to get very familiar with what we're doing. Now it's time to really step up our game and to make sure that you can really take things to the next level when looking and understanding the bigger picture. What is driving the markets? Why it's this way? Why am I bearish biased on gold? What was the reason behind it? Because we said it yesterday. We're looking for the top, right? We're looking for the top. One reason is the following. We talked about it already. I said that the 91% bearishness right now on the September month, 91% is bearish. The question is August now. Okay, I went back and I started to back test every single month between August and September, and I started to go into the charts and I started to simply look at previous data. And what I did was I started to simply look at, let's say, the gold price on the daily. I start going back into August last year. Okay, what happened in August last year? Well, August last year we started to consolidate. September we came down like every September month, right? So nothing really crazy in 23, but in 2022 we saw this. Around the 15th of August, we created the top. And the whole month until the end of September, we became bearish. Okay, that's important. Backtest this year after year after year after year. August to September, based upon the seasonality that you can see here. Okay, you can see that sometimes September is bearish, sometimes August starts the bearish trend. If August starts the bearish trend, you need to get in August. You don't want to get in September, right? That's the idea. That's the most logical move. So when you see something similar now, like this month right here, personally, look at what day it is. It's the 15th of August. Same day, man. 2022 repeats itself. The same day we set in the high, and if you think, yeah, that's coincidence, go back 10, 15 years and tell me if it's coincidence. All right, tell me if it's coincidence. Seasonalities are real things, man. Real things to take in consideration. Bamida says, I've been a subscriber for a long time. I haven't won any giveaway. Hope my luck shines today because the account is going to be a life-changing opportunity for me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I think gold is going up on support. Gold is definitely holding up a little bit, yes. We kind of expected this after the US Open to stabilize. But what I want to see here is the dollar now. If the dollar starts coming bounced from this level or this level, somewhat in this range, right? Let's say we take this whole zone. If the dollar starts stepping into this zone, and we actually react from it positively right now, we start pushing up, then yeah, it's gonna be weak for gold, man. Gold is still not that strong. I was thinking about dollar coming down, gold coming back up, and we didn't came where we wanted to go for a new for a second trade yet. But just wait for new opportunity to sell again. I think that sells is where really we need to look for, yeah. Still need to look for, and if we magically come up, man, and we do something like this, then September is our second chance. September is our next shot, our next chance. But I don't see that. I don't see that happening, but who knows? We'll figure that out later. Yeah. Latest says I failed my first funded challenge. But we do not give up. I agree, dude. You should never ever give up if this is what you want. Why would you? What else are you gonna do? If there's no plan B, plan A will work out. Lorenzo, okay, explain me this trade one more time. Yeah, I'm not going to go into the fundamentals again now, but weekly resistance, consolidation, expansion, retracement, continuation. It's a very famous pattern. We see this pattern happening a lot. We utilize the volume profile for our key level. You draw the fixed range volume profile from left to the right. You can get access to this ebook for free. It's in the description. You draw it from left to the right. You get a level. The point of control is the area where in this range the most volume has been traded. We tapped into that level and we sold off. Right, and we creeped up the whole session. So London and Asia, we creeped up. It's usually not a good sign when you look at this pattern. It's usually a bearish sign. Okay. Now, another layer was yesterday, right? We saw the CPI, and these wicks that you see here were buyers. Buy stops. Buy stops got activated. And what happened? Price reversed down. So when you are looking at this pullback, buy stops are gonna get closed. The guys in buys are gonna be like, phew, man. I only lost 100 pips, but I was down 400 pips. I'm gonna close my position. Some of them still held their position. Like some of them are stubborn. They can't accept a loss. They can't accept defeat. So what does the market do? The market is very sneaky. The market will pull it back. It pulls into the highs. It gives people the opportunity, the trap traders, to take a smaller loss. But it can be ruthless, right? It's not gonna give them a free pass. And that's what you saw. And because it was CPI yesterday, this was a critical high to take in consideration. Yeah. Nabil says, for me, the trading floor is far, far greater than any account. I agree, man. I agree. To be honest, I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah, man. Dollar reacting? No, dollar is pushing down. Dollar is a little bit stubborn. Let's see if it can hold here. This is the main low we need to look at. Big Week Energy says, if you ain't in the trading floor, I cannot understand why. Yeah, so we will have the trading floor open 24 hours a day. You can join in. People are always there streaming. Of course, you're not going to be able to trade every hour of the day. Okay, but we do trade the London session. We come together, we do our analysis, we listen, we talk, we have a conversation about what's happening. And then usually you see when the London starts, the volume starts to kick in. That's when we take our trades. Some guys are there already during Asia. I come in during London, and then we head into the New York session, of course. I take a break, go boxing, come back to the live streams. Then after this, these guys are continuing, right? Full on in the trading floor. So how can you join the trading floor? You can join the trading floor by clicking on the link in the description. You can go to vip.limitless.lta You can get access to our trading floor. In order to get access to our trading floor, you need to do a couple more things in our group, because we want to make sure that you understand why you're doing it. Okay, and that's why we have the series developed. We have the series created for you to understand the basics, the concept itself very well, explained in detail, giving you a good framework. Then you have the chance to do a test. It's a very easy one. You have two different tests right there. One is the foundation, gives you a new role. One is level 1, and you can see that these guys are constantly passing their tests right now, right? They're coming in and they're joining the trading floor with the understanding. And then once you have the understanding, we know for a fact that everyone is aligned. And if everyone is aligned, we can all make money together. That's the thought process, all right? So vip.ltaconcepts.ai for your yearly membership. We're gonna give away access in a second. Besides our giveaway, by the way, besides our funded next challenge as well. But yeah, that makes sense for gold explanation. Okay, trap buyers. Now the question is, what's the next step here? We'll see what the next step is. For now, we took profits there around this level. We have a fantastic entry because we do have a lot more resistance around this level right here, right? Critical area of resistance at around 2457, 2458. And our entry is, of course, at 2468. So, we have that room, and this is where new entries might be interesting. This is where I would say, okay, if price pulls into this, we start showing weakness. That's where I would say, okay, there we go. Now we can start talking. Now we can start talking. Bryce says, hey man, I've learned a lot from your live streams. Really appreciate your hard work and dedication. Respect. Shout out to you, man. Abrar. And great questions in the chat. That's what I really appreciate. Good questions. I like it. I like it. I see guys stepping up with us. I love it. I love it. Big Boss Fishing says, with the CPI out of the way, the question still remains on rate cut or not, 25 or 50 or nothing. This potentially is what is keeping gold up. Yeah, I do agree with you, because the Fed rate monitor tool that you can see here says now that there is a 64% chance of a rate cut. You know, you have to take consideration that rate cuts tend to be more bullish for gold because of the fact that, you know, it will inject a bunch of liquidity in the market. Okay, so it's risk on, right? Gold might be extremely useful as well in that manner. However, the question is, and this is important, a sell the news event. A sell the news event, right? Because this is what's happening already. You should also ask the question, what is the reason why gold already has been moving up all the way, right? What is the reason why we broke out of this previous range already right now? Okay, it's kind of important, right? We are already in anticipation of the rate cuts. If that happens, then is that going to be bullish or is it going to be priced in? It's September. September tends to be the worst month. However, we do have the interest rates that could, you know, affect that. But, you know, we might see the opposite. You never know, man. When it comes down to the actual news itself, you never know. You never know. What's happening with the dollar? I think the dollar is very close. Yeah, there we go. We're in that support. Okay, we're in between this resistance right here, this support right there, and this resistance. So we're kind of in that zone. So the question is, what will the dollar do here? Will the dollar hold up here, or will it start, you know, is it gonna come back down? Right? If this comes down, then gold might be pushing up a little bit more, indeed. But gold has a hard time, man. Gold has a hard time. This 30-minute candle opened without a bottom wick. So yeah. How many trades do you take a day? It depends what the market gives us. In the trading floor, for sure, there's always something to take. We take, you know, enough trades throughout the sessions. But for myself, when I'm doing like a challenge or something like that, I'm fully quality over quantity. So quality over quantity, waiting for the right moment, waiting for the right setups. And same for gold right now, Light. I'm waiting for the right moment and the right timing here. And the reason why I do that now for gold is because gold is a mess. Gold has been a mess for the last weeks. And yeah, we're still in that range, right? That bigger range and so on here. So when I know that we're reaching these crucial levels, that's where the best opportunities present themselves. So quality over quantity for me. Personally, at the moment, during the summer season, especially when it comes down to FOREX and the lower time frames, you know, we have our baskets, we have our day trading strategy, which we utilize in our group. So we take a bunch more trades there without remorse. Yeah. What is the best advice you have when it comes to building better discipline in trading? A better discipline comes from your why, man. If you are, let's imagine this. let's imagine this. Let's imagine that you have to pay. Let's imagine that you're broke and you need to pay $2,000 in bills next week or 2 weeks, right? And I'm not saying that you should do this, right? You should start trading to make your money when you're not there yet. I'm not saying that you should do that. No, I give you an idea, a perspective, okay? How well will you strategize a plan of action to make the money from 0 to 100%? If you know that no matter what, your family needs food, the bills need to be paid in 2 weeks from now, and you are at 0, you need to make that money now. Okay? How well are you going to make a plan? A solid plan, a solid price, a solid plan in order to get that money, in order to get to that goal, you know, of paying your bills, of getting to that moment, right? That's what you need to take consideration. So, you know, the reason why a lot of guys fail is because they don't really care too much. They don't really want it bad enough. They want it, but they don't want it. More fun, playing a game. It's enjoyable in the community, talking shit. It's fun. But there are guys here that are serious, that need this shit, that need to become successful, that need to become a better trader. These guys are going to succeed because these guys are going to make a plan of action. And they have to follow the rules, otherwise they're screwed. Lorenzo, once I completed the course, the plan is to paper trade to practice the LTA Concepts EMs, but I am comfortable to go live. What would you recommend? To try to get funded or to use my cash? Use your cash and start out very, very small. Very small. Don't really worry about the money here. It's not about the money, it's about the feeling of making $1. That's what it's all about, right? And then once you are really comfortable and you track everything you do, and you have a spreadsheet and you do your things correctly, then I think prop firms is a great way to elevate yourself. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, geez, I think it's time right now. Let's set up our giveaway in a split of a second here. Let's make it happen for you. I want you to, of course, I want you to be there. I want you to join us along the way, okay? What do you need to do? You need to subscribe, geez. We're heading towards the 100,000 subscribers from just streaming over the last 2 years. We're going to make a bunch of content in the future as well. We're going to step up our game. We're talking about fundamentals. We have been talking about this idea for a while, and I really believe it will help you tremendously with your trading. You need to subscribe, G. Join our giveaway. You need to subscribe. And we're going to set up Nightbot, our best friend, our biggest fan, Mr. Nightbot. We're going to set him up and let's see what we can do here. Gold is still looking on the weaker side. The dollar isn't that support now, right? Dollar is there. So you are holding that support. This is not going to benefit. Not going to benefit gold. If you hold that support, it's not going to benefit gold. That's for sure. Okay. Absolutely. So what are we going to give away? We're going to give away a $25,000 challenge. Okay, $25,000 challenge for the number 1 guy. We're going to give away a $15,000 challenge for the number 2 guy. And we're going to give access to our private group one time. All right, we talked about our private group already, what you can get in our group. We want you to be serious about it if you want to join our group. We don't want to have weasels in our group. Okay, no weasels allowed. No weasels allowed. Only guys that are actually serious about trading, right? It's important that when you join the private group that you place an introduction Very important to follow up with these introductions as well here. We have a couple guys in our group right now. Lawrence, 33 from the Netherlands. Wasim, 24. I don't know, plus 968. I think that's what, the United, I don't know. I have no idea. Passion, hunting, must be from the United States then. Online spammers, smoking a cigar, writing poems. Not about the spammers, nice. Shout out to you. So make an introduction when you join. It's critical, okay? I'm gonna set it up, yeah? Shout out to Fun It Next, okay? Best platform in the space. If you want to get access with an 8% discount, you know where to find it. You click on the link in the description, limitless 8. You need to make an account regardless. We're going to give away a 25k account, number one. First 25k, then a 15k, and then our VIP. So it's going to be a nice closure, okay? It's going to be a nice closure. All right. Everything's safe? Everything's safe. Okay. I want LTA. Okay, you don't have to spam it like that. I want LTA. One time, right? One time, please. One time. If you do more, it's done. You're out of it. This disables spam. It's called anti-spam, okay? Automatically mark users ineligible that post the keyword more than one time. More than one time. Okay, let's go. Let's start off. I should have said Fun It Next, by the way. Anyways, okay, let's do the VIP first. We give away the LTA VIP first, okay? That's what we're gonna do. Number one. It's actually the biggest prize, though. Let's be honest, it's the biggest. It's by far the biggest prize. At getting in our group, trading with us live every day, learning, getting familiar with the fundamentals, all that stuff, the beautiful stuff. But let's kick it off with that first, okay? And then we do Fun It Next. We do our challenge. Yeah. Awesome, G. Okay. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. Cool. Let's roll the dice, man. And click. Mr. Adrian. Mr. Adrian. Adrian 80. Nice, that rhymes. You want the VIP. You want access to our private group. Okay, fantastic. Make sure that when you join, open a customer support ticket. Make sure that when you join that you place an introduction. Super key, super critical. Introduction is there, and then go to the video series number one. Click on start here. Follow this video, my friend. Watch this video first and you know exactly what we're gonna do. All right, follow this video, go to the series, do the test, and get into the trading floor with us. Congratulations, my friend. Open a customer support ticket. Are you here? I need to see a yes, I'm here. Nice. I got you. Okay. Arberg says, I don't want LTA. Okay. You're not gonna get it. Let's do Fun It Next, jeez. Let's go. All right, type in for the next G's for the next one. This is the challenge, 25k and 15k challenge, okay? 25k and 15k challenge, right here. There we go. Awesome shit. There we go. Type it in once, right? Nothing more than once. If you type it in more, you're disqualified, right? That's the idea. That's the thought process behind it. You know, it's not gonna elevate you. It's just one time. One time is all you need. Okay. We're getting in the numbers now. We're getting in the eligible users. This is what we're getting here. Let's type in Fund It Next. Shout out to Fund It Next. Fund It Next is blowing up. They're doing a lot of cool things right now at the moment. So big shout out. You can even start your free trial. I highly recommend you to start your free trial, to sign up with the link in the description and click on the free trial to start out your journey. And you can work your way up from there. Also very nice. Awesome that they're doing it, by the way. But you can win a 25K account. Let's kick it off with the 25K account for the number one. Yeah, let's go. There we go. Mr. Noob, Blockman Go, my friend. You won, my man. You won. Let me know you're here. You won. You won. You won the Fund It Next challenge. All right. I see you, man. I got you. Got your account. Okay, fantastic, man. Beautiful stuff. Keep it up. Well done. And let's roll it one more time. All right. Second place. Let's go. Mr. Serhat Tekin. My friend, congrats if you are here. Let me know if you're here as well. I need to find you. Congratulations, man. Great to have you here as well, number one. I appreciate it. All of you guys that won here, open a customer support ticket. I already have everything verified. We're going to look at a couple more things. We're going to make sure that it's you, and then you got it, man. You got it. Awesome. Beautiful. Keep it up, man. Feels good, man. Feels good, right? Giving away feels always good. Always feels fantastic. Yeah, if we close this daily candle above this zone again on the GBP CAD, then I'm gonna close it. I will close the position. That's something I'm looking into. Especially if the Canadian dollar starts slowing down and the British pound starts pushing up. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, in regards to gold is still really weak. We start seeing the slowdown now. We took profits at the right moment, but at the same time it is very weak. It is very weak. I expect a little bit more of a bigger pullback for like a new potential entry. The only entries that I would look for are the 24.59, the top range, right? We marked it there already. It's a 24.58. 24.58. Yeah. Can you show your GBP CAD trade? Yeah, right there. I mean, we're still not high. We're still at resistance. But if we do close that daily candle above the daily support, then I'm going to close the trade regardless. Well, let's see. Let's see how the Canadian dollar acts over the next months. And of course, the British pound. The British pound has been extremely stagnant right now. Not doing much over the last 2 days. Even with the news, I was not impressed. Was not impressed. Not a move down, nothing. I am bullish on the Canadian dollar. Most definitely bullish on the Canadian dollar. But yeah, if the British pound doesn't come down, it doesn't really make sense, right? We want to have strong against weak. We want to trade strong against weak or strong against neutral. We don't want to trade strong against strong. If you trade strong against strong, sideways price action. And that's what you're seeing here. Yeah. We'll see what happens here. Veno says Agnes is a professional scammer. Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know enough about Agnes. I don't know. Not familiar with Agnes. Is it a broker? It's a broker, right? Yeah, I'm not familiar with them. No, not familiar with them at all. No. What do you think about the Nasdaq? I mean, the Nasdaq right now is pushing upright. It's holding up very well, very well. Check out this one right here, number one. What I found very interesting, and this is definitely something where you can use the bookmap for. I mean, you can just type in bookmap on YouTube. I'm not sure if this is actually good that I say this, but like, you should buy bookmap. Okay, I have bookmap also, but it's just easier to show it now on YouTube as well. Now, when a big order is placed, suddenly out of nowhere, above or below, in this case below, look at gold for example, there's like a big order placed here, you see that? It's at 2471. There's a huge order placed, bigger than all these orders that you see there. So if they're taking out these orders individually, internally in the range, then what's the first target? This might be this one, right? It might come back down to pull back into that zone. It does it a lot. It does it all the time. So when like suddenly out of nowhere, big orders get set, then price pulls back to that liquidity. And you can see that the S&P right now might be pulling back up to that liquidity. There is a chance. The question is then, does your bias aligns that? Does your bias aligns with that initial structure? So are you bullish on the S&P 500? Okay, if that's your answer based upon your other confluences and you see that happening, then there's a big chance that you pull into that level, right? So it's not just, oh, because there is a big order there, it's going to go there. No, it's, oh, I am bullish or I am bearish. I understand the structure and now I see this big order getting placed. So now I'm leading in towards that continuation, right? That's why I think that the 2471 on futures might be interesting now to look at. So what is 2471 on spot? If 2471 on futures is mitigated, I think that is 2471. Where is that? That is around there. There. Does it make sense that price could go there? That's the fixed value area high of this range. Exactly. And then my answer will be yes. There is a chance you roll over and the price pulls back into that level, right? So that's why you can use the bookmap. The bookmap is not for price to get it to a level and to say, oh, it's now forming resistance, so now I'm going to take short. No, it's about you observe orders that are getting placed. And trust me, these orders are getting removed all the time. Orders getting placed, orders getting removed. But the idea is when you see an order getting placed, that's like, that's a big order. So in this case, it's 110. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's not, it's 110. It's much bigger than what you see there. Then You look at the chart and you see, okay, is it real? Does it make sense that price could get there? If that's the case, yes. Okay, there we go. That's how you can utilize it, potentially. Dollar is getting weak, but gold is not coming up. Yeah, dollar is not, or sorry, gold is not coming up, and the dollar is coming down. So yeah, that's interesting. Interesting to take in consideration. So yeah. How do you use the heat map? I just explained it like 2 minutes ago. Do you mean 2371 instead of 2471? Sorry, 2371. Yes. Yes. 2471 on futures. Okay, so it's probably gonna be around 2435 on spot. The only thing is that dollar is super weak right now. Dollar is starting to really slow down here. It's starting to pull back. So we pulled up the US Open, right? Reversal right away, bringing price down. So bullish day for, sorry, bearish day, bullish news, bearish US Open so far. Yeah. So the dollar needs to gain momentum. That's important. Dollar needs to stay, hold its ground. You want to make sure that the dollar holds its next support. If you break that and you start losing this support, then it gets really messy for the dollar, right? Then things get not that nice. Then it starts to potentially come down and roll over. So we don't want that. We want to make sure that the dollar stays up. That's important, not just for my gold trade, also for my GBP CAD trade as well. Also very, very important. But yeah, overall, I have to say that gold potentially is still not there yet, right? This 30-minute candle has no bottom wick. We are in that, how do you call that? The barcode. So in between that range. I do look at the footprint as well. Sometimes I did before, I still do it sometimes only during high news events. Atomic says GBP CAD doesn't have a bottom wick on the 1 hour. That's true. At least very weak. That's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. No, definitely, man. That's for sure the case. So anyways, guys, you see this with gold right now. The main reason why we started to enter, indeed, you understood the thought process behind it, right? The main reasoning for the fundamentals. If you kind of understand it, type in a yes. If you want to see more of this, if you want to see more explanation about what we're doing here and how we truly analyze the markets outside of just market structure and price action, just that, then type in a yes in the chat here. I would love to do that. I would love to inform you guys a little bit more based upon that, on these type of metrics here. The only reason for us to look for new sell continuation shorts if the dollar remains and hold that support too, right? That's the main thing I would look at. But yeah, we saw this move coming yesterday. We talked about it. The highs were swiped. Price came down. Price came up. Price came down. It was around a 330 pip move so far. It's huge, big move. But this is a pretty big move for news, by the way, for the unemployment claims. Very big move. But we're gonna find out if this is the high and if he starts rolling over once again here. Okay, so you have to wait and see. Of course, I would love to scale into my position. I would love to get a bigger position on gold if my bias is definitely bearish. But what needs to happen is that this little boy here starts holding up very well. That's what we need to see. Okay. So yeah, keep it up, G's. This is what I recommend to do. Wait for price to pull back towards 24.58. Observe the dollar index. Not that hard to look at the dollar index chart to see where the dollar index is at. Look and wait for this support here. Okay, I use a custom basket. I've created it myself. We have shared this in our group as well. So if you want to get access to that basket, if you want to use the custom baskets, then join our Discord. All right, you can click on the link in the description, and also you can get access to our free indicators. Right, the LTA session break Sunday open, the higher time frame candles, but most importantly right now, the CUT data. This is going to help you tremendously with your understanding, becoming biased. You have to study it a little bit, but that's what we're going to do on stream. We're going to explain exactly how you use it properly and how you can make your trades, your trading decisions based upon that information, right? So we're going to teach you that, we're going to teach you these ways to just level up. Cool. So yeah, 24.59. Keep a close eye on this one. Keep a close eye on the dollar. That's my suggestion to you. I need to keep a close eye on the British pound against the Canadian dollar. If you hold here or not. That's my job also. Very important. Okay. I would love to see you tomorrow. Tomorrow I have a couple things coming up in regards to the some trading ideas here. We're looking at a couple other things. Most importantly, what we want to see is gold breaking the lows, right? We want to make sure that gold is holding or not holding up. We want to see gold breaking down. Obviously, you want to see that continuation play. But regardless, if price comes up and let's say you are there, so let's say you are there, you are at this 24.59 level. Look at what the dollar is doing. Is the dollar finding its support or not? If not, don't take it. If the dollar finds some of its support here, it's a nice opportunity to scale in my opinion. Okay, 1 hour candle has no bottom wick. That's always a good sign. Do take that in consideration. But the dollar is what's going to make the difference here. The reason why gold is not pushing down, even though it's very weak, right? Because the dollar is dropping. It should have been coming up much more aggressively. So that shows to me that gold is not there. Gold's pretty weak overall. But you know, if this finds its support and we're going to hold up and make a move, it's done. It is done. All right. So this is done. Giveaway is done. Value done, explanation done, quality over quantity. And during the summer season, this is the approach. Make sure that you are aware, and we're focusing a lot more on some sick ass education if you want to take things to the next level. If you don't want to take things to the next level, it's all good here. But the thought processes are critical for your trading, man. Because we have to step up our game. It's only, what, 4 months left till the end of the year? 4 months left and the year is done. Felt like yesterday. Okay, like I said before, man, it's about the pressure. Okay, you need to deal with the pressure. Pressure is what's going to help you. You need to step up your game, create pressure for yourself in order to move forward, in order to step up your game. And that's why we're going to end the sound and the stream with some tunes as well. Okay, you know what to do. Take care, be careful. Wait for confirmation from the dollar, and I'll see you tomorrow, man.
Yeah,
W in the
let's
chat.
see how you do under pressure. Oh, yeah, I've been wanting this shit forever. I've been in the field with whatever they throw at me. Brush it off, pick myself up, moving on to the better. Okay, hey, yeah, ain't no errors, baby, it's a new era. I wake up early, feeling rich like I'm Kesha. I get to the paper, boy. Extra, extra. Fuck with me, you know that I got it. Come with me, let's take a trip to the islands. We up on the jet, we'll do more than just fly on it. Stand on that hill, you gon' die on it. Boom, boom. me with all that I'm on to the next. Fuck this up, I send you back to your ex. But good luck with that, this is big as it gets. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever. Yeah. Oh shit, they don't let me shoot a whole clip. Firepower in this coalition. We just turned the field into a demolition. It was desolate, but I had premonition. I was training for war, every exhibition, every extra mission, every enemy listening. Get off my dick, I got bad intentions. Make it right every wrong, and I'm back with a vengeance. I show you the ropes. Peace in my town, I can show you the coast. Up in the shots if they wanted to smoke. If you know, then you know. Suited up, bitch, my whole team do the same. Don't you forget who created the game. Ready for war, I was born with grenades. The trenches where soldiers are made. Let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. Give them a name to remember. Hey, let's see how you do under pressure. Let's see how you do under pressure. A moment can live on forever.